so flavorful and juicy that you don't have to add a drop of any seasoning at all. We get to share with you a 20 pack, so you'll get 20 of them, and they are individually vacuum sealed, and they're all 6 ounces each. So traditionally a portion of protein is about 3. We've doubled the size, so they're a great portion. Terrific way for us to still enjoy some of the warm weather before the winter snow comes. And Chef Curtis Stone, I know that we love these. Oh my goodness, look at that.
Look at
Wowza.
That, isn't that incredible? I mean, you're taking home 20 times 6 ounces.
It's incredible.
Right? I mean, look at what I'm holding. I could invite the whole street over for a barbecue, Marlo, and I'd still have leftovers. I mean, these are pork ribeyes. They're not pork chops. They're brined. They are the most delicious pork ribeyes you will ever find. Thanks, Scott, for giving me a hand there, mate. Thank you very much. I'm going to dive in and show you these in just a second. But before I even do, Marlo, have a look at how they arrive. They are flash frozen, right? So they come to you individually packaged like this, frozen on dry ice. You'll get them in a little white cooler, right? That's how they'll arrive to your door. You'll unpack them into your freezer, and they have these beautiful little boxes, right? That'll be in your freezer. So when you want to pull one out, you pull one out. When you want to pull out 3, you pull out 3. The choice is yours. Have you got a couple coming over there for me, Matt, or do we need a couple of minutes? 30 seconds. 30 seconds. So let me just quickly show you my butcher shop, if I could, Marlo, because I'd love to show you where all of this started, because you might be sitting out there thinking, aren't you a chef? What do you know about good quality meat? Well, of course, us chefs, we're always looking for the very best quality. But I did want to show you my butcher's shop, which is down here in Hollywood. I'm literally standing above it right now. So what we do is we procure the best meats from around the world. Grass-fed beef from Australia. This beautiful pork is coming from right here in America. It is a family-owned farm. It is just the most unbelievable flavor. And of course, Pennsylvania is where it comes from. And it's out of Amish country. So this is beautiful, a Duroc breed. It is just so flavorful. Matt was lying when he said 30 seconds. I think he meant 45. But here it comes. Come on, Matt. Let's see it. Wait till you see this, Marlo. I'm going to just take one of these.
And guess what, Chef? They gave me some as well, so I get to try it.
Oh, yes,
Will you
Marlo.
explain to us a little bit about the brining process, or
sure.
why you do that and what that means for us?
You know what I'm going to do, Marlo? I'm going to cut all 3 of these, and I'm going to stack them up so you get to see what's happening on the inside, because it's easy for me to show you how good it looks on the outside. But look at how juicy this pork is.
Oh, my God.
I mean, are you kidding me? It is so juicy and succulent, and I'm putting virtually no pressure on that. You can see it, right? That juice just running down the face of that pork. Now, the reason, Marlo, is it's this moist and tender is, of course, because we brine it. So what we do is we use a little peppercorn, we use a little citrus, a little sugar, a little salt, and then we give it that brine. You can see just how succulent and juicy that is, and the flavor. I mean, the flavor is unbelievable.
It's the most tender of... It's the most tender of all the meats that you have. I mean...
It sure is.
It comes very close to almost melting in your mouth. Like, you ever heard of fork tender? This is definitely spoon tender. You don't need a fork. Like, it's so tender, and the flavor is so incredible. And if you haven't tried them, they're so good, really. I mean, whether you're grilling them on the barbecue, enjoying these final, few weeks of nice weather or warm weather, or whether you just want to be able to have something really delicious for your family to be able to prepare with the meal, a side of vegetables. I love something like this, Chef, even maybe with some, little apples or asparagus or Brussels sprouts, which I'm really loving these days, right? So you've got your chance to be able to try them, reminding you again. Oh, by the way, last hour, we offered those Panko Shrimp. They rocked the house last hour. If you missed them the last time, they are available and they're back in stock. If you want those Panko Shrimp, definitely last call on those. They were incredibly popular. So we've got the shrimp, This is going to be our ribeye pork, reminding you these are 6 ounces, flash frozen, great gift to send to somebody. Maybe there's a birthday and you want to be able to send them, you know, just a ton of food. Look at the food that you're getting here, Chef. Wow.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that's
that
incredible.
amazing?
Look at that. I mean, that's a butcher's shop in a box.
Oh yeah, and that's the whole point. By the way, let me show you this. Marlo, here's the cool part. You might think this is one portion. Let me show you something. 1, 2, 3. I'm cutting this nice and thick. 3, 4, 5, 6 of these beautiful slices over here, and then I'll get another 6 slices on this side. So maybe one of these 6-ounce portions, like you mentioned earlier, 3 ounces is probably what most people would have protein-wise. And if one of these feeds 2 people in your home, and you can see it right there, one here, another one there, well, guess what? You're not taking home 20 portions, you're taking home 40, right? So when you stop and think about the price, and look, Marlo, at how tender it is. I mean, it falls apart. Talk about, you said fork tender. Look, there's a fork. I'll cut through 2 pieces at once.
I can't stop eating them.
So succulent and juicy.
I mean,
isn't it so good?
So good.
Oh.
And I love that you don't have to add anything. You don't have to add any salt or pepper. I mean, they're beautifully already seasoned, so juicy. As you can see, just really tender. Just a great treat. They are on sale. We do offer this in single ship or auto ship.
Yep.
I don't want to talk with my mouth full.
I also have these for everyone, darling. These are the beautiful steak knives. We have them in a variety of colors.
Those are pretty.
One set is 8 knives. Aren't they gorgeous? And they just slice straight through the pork. Let me show you. I'm going to go 1, 2. Look at the size of these beautiful pork ribeyes. It is the exact same cut, Marlo, that comes out of the beef ribeye, right? It's the exact same cut. Let me just show you how juicy and succulent this pork actually is.
Oh, my goodness.
I mean, come on.
Oh my!
You can see that right there.
And we love that because most of us have, if you eat pork, you've had a dried pork chop, right? Or you've had pork that's been a little bit overcooked. That brining process that this pork ribeye goes through is a game changer. Look at how it just is like a rainbow.
So juicy?
Yeah, a rainbow of juice. And
it's not just that first slice, Marlo, that's juicy. I mean, watch this. I cut through it again. And again, you'll see how juicy and succulent that pork is.
Yeah.
It is just so, so wonderful.
So I have a question for you, Chef. How many minutes do you recommend, like, on each side,
Great question.
Yeah, to prepare these?
Look, I think, first of all, if you have one of my cutting boards, Marlo, this is the cutting board side. This is the defrost side, right? So what you want to do is take your pork ribeye out, and you can see it right there. It looks absolutely gorgeous. Just sit that straight onto my cutting board. Now, that'll defrost in about an hour, 30 minutes on either side. Once it's fully defrosted, you stick it into a hot pan. You're talking maybe 3 minutes on either side to develop that beautiful golden brown. And, of course, keep the juice in. You don't want to overcook it, Marlo, because, that's the wonderful thing about this pork chop. You can cook it until it's just absolutely perfect. And, I mean, look at that pork. It's just so succulent and juicy, isn't it? And that's because of that beautiful brining process that we go through.
Well, don't miss out on the sale price. Reminding you, this is for limited time only. You can also enjoy that auto ship where you can secure having these arrive to your home every 60 days. And with auto ship, you're always in full control. I want to just take the box because remember, you're getting a 20-pack. And we recognize it's a lot of food. But listen, oftentimes company comes unexpectedly. We certainly want to be able to barbecue and grill or to be able to just put this right into one of our fry pans. But what a wonderful way for you to be able to have something just delicious and flavorful and special for you and your family. That's right. So that's your 20 count. They're 6 ounces each, flash frozen, perfect. What would be your favorite side to go along with the pork ribeye, Chef?
Oh, look, I love braised cabbage. I love a little apple sauce is one of my favorite things to go with pork. I think, Marlo, the truth is you can eat this with a salad and it's delicious. Have a look at that char, right? Matt's over there cooking these on our grill. And when I cut into this, so you can cook them on the grill. You can cook them in our Dura pans. You can cook them so many beautiful ways. but they always come out like this.
Oh my gosh.
Look how juicy and incredible that pork is. I mean, the flavor of it is just something else, isn't it? And you can see that beautiful flesh. So simple to produce. And the flavor,
I know.
so good.
I know, they're unbelievable. They really are. Read the reviews on our website. You said that you love them, and it is a customer pick. That's important. I mean, most of us are very discerning and very particular about foods, as we should be. These are a customer pick, and that's not easy to get on any of our merchandise, and especially on food, you know, because each of our palates are unique and different. These are a customer pick. It's hard to imagine like what they taste like, but because even the most juiciest pork chop, this tastes better, believe it or not, because it almost melts in your mouth. Like that is just how tender this is.
Yeah.
And the juice is unbelievable. So grab them. Remember, these are 6 ounces. So look at the size of them. I mean, they are a big portion, which is really lovely. I love that you showed us that defrosting cutting board. Please add that to your order. But I mean, honestly, even in the morning, right, next to some scrambled eggs, especially if you had a long night the night before, that might be pretty good.
Well, Marlo, you can defrost them, you can put them in panko. Listen to those pork chops. That's how they come to you, frozen on dry ice.
Yeah.
You can throw them in a pork stew. You can do smothered pork chops with a gravy. There's so many beautiful options to do. Truly, I love just grilling them because they just grill up so well. And if I cut through these and show you one more time. Now, Marlo, there's less than 1,000 of these left in auto ship. So that's, of course, the best way to grab this is when you can lock in that price, right? Really, really, really that simple. Now, I'm going to just straighten those guys up, and you can just see how juicy and fantastic
I love it.
This pork is. I mean, it's just so flavorful.
It's so good. Like, I am really full, but I'm, like, still eating. They're just so tasty and good. Like, I mean, like you said, I mean, as opposed to like a chicken breast that, you know, they have their place, but you get a little bored and you get tired of eating that all the time. I love the idea of you taking this and grilling this and putting this, you know, over a salad. I mean, it just tastes amazing. So over 200 have been sold. As the chef said, fewer than 1,000 remaining for the day. And so if you'd like to try them, you're more than welcome to read the reviews, which is why I shared with you that these are a customer pick. You get 20 of them, and they're a nice size. And you can keep these in your deep freezer up to a year. I don't think they'll last that long. But that's a lot of food. That's, you know, for some of you, you'll be able to split this depending on your appetite and how much you like to eat. If you've got a bigger appetite, then one of the 6-ounce ribeyes is gonna be plenty. But get these at home. They're incredible, easy and quick to cook. If you want to secure these on the auto ship, you'll continue to save because we're shipping these today at a sale price. If you're new to shopping with us, we ship all of our food with free shipping. And we have what we call flex pay, which means you don't have to pay the full amount all at once today. That just by calling or going to our website at hsn.com or shopping with us using the QR code on your screen, we can ship these to you right away and you can pay over 4 months. Think about it, Chef. Just a dinner, one dinner at a restaurant, not even a fancy restaurant. A dinner just with one of these pork ribeyes could easily cost you $26, $27, $30 for one meal, for one, you know, and if it were 2 of us, that would be times 2, so that's $60. So when you talk about 20 meals, I mean, now you can really see how this can be very, very affordable for you to have this at home.
And Marlo, that's if you said 20, that's if you're having a whole one yourself.
Yeah.
If you're sharing it, which I suggest you would, then, by the way, now you're talking about 40 meals that you've got in the freezer. Let me go ahead and cut this for you just to give you an idea, just so you understand the size of this portion. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's call it 6 slices. And then over here I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 or 6 slices each. Very, very generous portion. I tell you what, to me, that is a portion of meat, and this is a portion of meat. Now, if you're a huge eater, go ahead, eat a whole thing yourself, but you can see that beautiful white color. You can see that incredible, luscious juiciness that each piece has, Marlo, and forgive me for holding it in my hands, but have a look at how it just falls apart. I mean, it is so tender. People say fork tender. You don't even need a fork. This literally will just pull apart like that. And that's the beautiful thing.
Yeah.
I'm glad you mentioned chicken breast, Marlo, because you really cook this very, very similarly, basically in the same way. By the way, our today's special that so many, I think we're over 10,000 out the door already. So many of you picked this up. It's the perfect thing to cook in this. 3 minutes on either side, take it out, serve it with your favorite veg. Serve it with mash, serve it with a mac and cheese, serve it with some beautiful greens. You know, the choice is yours, and it really is very simple.
Well, come on in. We'd love to send this out to you. I think one of the fun facts, we've learned a lot about Chef Curtis Stone. We've learned that he's a lefty. We've learned that he loves the Cowboys. But we also, I've shared with you that he has the #1 best-selling not only cookware at HSN, highest customer rated, and he has the largest food business at HSN. I know, we've learned a lot, haven't we? Largest food business. And these pork ribeyes are a customer pick. And I love when I get to share or present a product that's a customer pick, because it's not just me presenting that to you. Those are your voices. Those are your votes. And you've said it. You've shopped just like everyone is shopping today, and you've received them at home, and you've prepared them for your family, and you've loved them enough to actually take the time to go on our website and to let us know. And you think about it. How often have you written a review for a product? Not a lot of people will do that. It's gotta be really, really special, and these are. Remember, part of what makes them special is what you're seeing here. It's the brining process. Most people don't even brine their foods, you know, just in general, Chef. You know, on Thanksgiving, maybe you'll brine your turkey, maybe, maybe not, you know? Because it's a labor-intensive process, right? It's a long process, but boy, does it deliver. And people brine their turkeys for this very reason. They don't want to have a dry turkey for Thanksgiving. And you've, wow, look at that. You've taken the time to actually brine these so that we get the flavors and the juiciness from these pork ribeyes. And oh my goodness, are those the new set of 2 pans that you showed us earlier? Can you guys hear the chef? Because I can't.
Lids.
Okay, there we go. I can hear you now.
Yeah, these are the brand new pans. They come with the lids. I'm not wasting a single slice of this pork. I'm going to keep it. By the way, these 2 with lids will fit inside your 9x13. It is that bacon store. We love it so, so much. And I tell you what, I'm just going to keep on slicing, because the more I slice, the more I get to take home tonight. I'm going to take this home and make delicious sandwiches out of that meat, because I tell you what, it is absolutely a beautiful, beautiful thing. Let me just spin that around so you can see it really nicely.
Ooh.
I mean, Marlo. It's like a pork waterfall, Marlo.